Mercantile Cricket Association F Division T20 League Tournament for 2026. Another 2 games down for decision today. And the first of those games in the morning session, we have Pabc Bank taking on Aitkken Spence, an important game for Aitkken Spence. And then in the afternoon, at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Powerhand Plantations will take on Runpath Group. So the 2 games should be of interest to the people around the world. Right, let's look at the standings in the league tournament so far. Aitkken Spence lead the group. They played 3. They've won 3 matches. McLaren's have played 4 and won 3. And Aston Lanka 3 and they won 2. Soft Logic have played 3 and won 1. Metropolitan have played 3 but not won any. And Pabc Bank have played 2 at the moment and they lost both games. So Aitken Spence, important game for them. They'll want to stay unbeaten on top of the table in Group A, because there are 4 groups and each group has 6 teams vying for honours, and this is a big tournament with 24 teams in action. Right, that's the points table, and from the points table let's move to the middle. We'll join the match referee, the 2 captains, and our man in the middle, Asanka, for the toss.
Chemila lost the toss. What would you have done?
We would have also batted first. But unfortunately, of course, so we didn't have a choice. But we'll have a go first and we'll try to restrict them to something with a good score, less than something 100, 120. So that's the plan.
Have a good game.
Thank you very much.
So that's the news from the centre. Pabc won the toss and they decided to bat first.
Right, thank you so much, Asanka. There we have the news from the centre. No surprises that Pabc Bank, they won the toss, elected to bat first. And here we are, the 2 teams for the match. So Pabc Bank, Charit Bandara along with Gayan Bopage. And then they have Nuraj Arnoshant along with Vijayaratna, Tiran Madhushka and Unit Piris along with Kudirigama. And then they've got Hasindu Vikramarachi along with Raja Surya, Navod Fernando and Sadhu Soida making up the team. And Aitken Spence, Chemila Obesekra along with Dilesh Anur Odaya and with Dinendra Kasturerachi, Malisha Jayapatirana, Rashidu Lienage, Sasindu Velaratna, Zilina Perra, Akram Mutalib, Ashen Dasanaka, Sanjay Pradeep and Lahiru Madhushan making up the teams. The 2 teams have been declared, and of course PABC, lot to play for. They'll want to play for pride in this tournament. And as we talk to and the 2 teams declared, the umpires walk in the middle, so action about to unfold. 9:45 in the morning Sri Lanka time. That's when the game will start, and the 2 umpires for today's game as well. So all set for the action to unfold. It's a nice morning here in Pannipitia. There's no great sunshine. The sun is behind some of those white clouds. There's no threat of rain, but it'll be the comfort level for the players will be pretty high at the moment, because the moment the sun is behind the clouds and the humidity drops, that's when the players will have some comfort level in the ground. It's a big ground here at Pannipitia. It's Dharamapala College, Pannipitia. It's a big ground, and it's a school ground, in fact, and we're playing on matting wickets. So when you play on matting wickets, sometimes when batsmen take the guard, it takes a little time to mark out the guard. They need to use chalk to mark their guard, because unlike when you play on turf wickets, it's a bit different, so it takes a bit of time, right? So here we are, Aitken Spence taking the field. And they lost the toss today, so they're taking the field, and they'll be out to make a big impression in this game, because this is a game, a must-win game for them to stay on top of their table, on the league table, because they played 3 matches, they won all 3, and to win the 4th, because each team will play 5 matches. There are 6 teams in a group, and winning all those games certainly will give you a good chance to qualify for the maybe semi-finals of the tournament. So Pabc batsmen also walking out. And there we are in little huddle is the Aitken Spence players, and last minute instructions from the captain itself, and all to play for in this tournament. And of course, Pan-Asia Bank, even though they played 3 and lost 3 matches, they'll want to play for pride and try and get some points on the board. Right, so there the huddle is over, and they'll take their position in the field. And Pan-Asia Bank playing Aitken Spence in the F Division T20 League Tournament for 2026. The first game in the morning, as I said, there's 2 games when you play 20-over games, 2 games on any given day at the ground. And the next game will be at 2 o'clock in the afternoon when Power Hand Plantations takes on Run Path Group in that second game. And in the meantime, well, the players are settling down to their position in the field. The batsmen are in the middle at the moment. They'll be taking guard. That's what they'll be doing at the moment. And of course, all these pictures coming to you live from where in the world you're watching this live telecast. We hope you're enjoying our telecast of all the action of this Mercantile Cricket Association F Division T20 League Tournament for 2026. And the Mercantile Cricket Association, there's so much cricket. They play so many tournaments a year. And when they really get tournaments going, lots of teams participate. It's good participation from the mercantile companies, and lots of new names are coming in the fold as well. So all these pictures coming to you live on Sporty.lk, and we will bring you all these pictures right up the finals of this tournament. Right, so stage is all set for the first ball to be bowled. The first over being bowled from the far end of the grounds. Look at the field that's been set at the moment. Got a slip and a gully in place, along with a short third man, a point and a mid-off on the offside. And on the onside, they got a man at fine leg on the boundary, a deep mid-wicket, and also a mid-on. That's the field set for the left-hander on strike at the moment from Pan-Asia Bank. So we'll bring all these names to you, we'll bring the action to you as well. All these pictures coming to you live, and we hope that you will stay with us right throughout the day for the 2 matches, and quite a few matches being played on any given day, only on holidays, on Saturdays and Sundays and public holidays, not on working days. With all these companies, they have got work to do, and all of them are big mercantile establishments. And so here we are, the first ball about to coming up. On his way to bowl the first ball, left armour. Driven on the offside. First runs down towards backward point. Fumble on the field. Recovers well to stop the boundary being taken. So Sadev was on strike, and he's picked up that single. He's off the mark straight away. Dinesh Arunodaya bowled in the first over. 2 runs taken, in fact, by Sadev. Pan-Asia Bank are 2 for no wicket after 1 ball. Sadev Soiza, 23 matches, top score 51. Outside the line of off stump. He shoulders arms this time. Wicketkeeper collects. So Nuraj at the non-strikers end. He's still to face a ball. And what type of total will Pan-Asia Bank be looking at? They'll have to really put on a good total, because Aitken Spence, they really bat deep. And Dinesh Arunodaya, 16 matches, 21 wickets. The best being 3 for 16. So he's a quality bowler. Bowled him. Middle stump uprooted. Excellent delivery. And Pan-Asia Bank lose their first wicket. I don't know, the strikes are very early. Third ball of the innings. And Pan-Asia Bank are 2 for the loss of 1 wicket. That's well bowled. In the block hole. The batsman had no clue about that. He was going for the drive, but it beat him all ends up. We'll look at that again. There we go. That's what really happened. And look at the middle stump cartwheeling. That's a good sight for any bowler to see the middle stump uprooted. Right, so there we are. The first wicket falls, and Sadev Soiza, the man, out for 2 of 3 balls. It's 2 for the loss of 1 wicket. Dinesh picks up the wicket. His first wicket, 1 for 2 his figures. So when you bowl straight, you get value for every single delivery you bowl. If the batsman misses, you strike. There's no doubt about that. So Pan-Asia Bank, we're talking about what type of total will they need against Aitken Spence. Aitken Spence has got a good batting side, the bat deep as well. So Navod, the new man in. I don't know there to bowl the fourth ball. And there's that wicket that fell. Playing across the line was the batsman. Look at that, and that's a poor shot to play. It's right up in the block hole. Beats the batsman, all ends up. And hits the middle stump. Now with Fernando is the new man. He's played 15 matches. Top score of 75 not out. 350s to his name. So he's no mean batsman. And they'll look to him to perhaps get some runs for them. Player a miss outside the line of off stump. That's well bowled. The moment you put pressure on the batsman, well, they'll have to really buckle down. Sometimes they lose their wickets. And with Pabc Bank having lost their first wicket in the very first over, really puts pressure on the batsman. Look at that for good bowling. Just a shade outside the line of off stump. Playing a miss. Could have very easily got an edge to that. Lilish on his way again. This time a full face to the bat, driven out towards mid-on. There's no chance of run. The ball travelling very quickly. We've talked about these outfields day in and day out, saying that they are so fast because the weather conditions in Sri Lanka or in Colombo and just outside Colombo has been hot and humid. We had some rain about 2 days ago, but just good enough to freshen up the grass. But they are so fast, the outfields, that anything that passes the fielder will end up at the boundary. Dilesh on his way again. Last ball, the over. Plays this one down towards that backward point region, down to third man for a single. It's off the mark. Is now with Fernando. Ends the over, one completed. And Pabc Bank are 3 for 1. So there we are. That's the scorecard for Pabc Bank. The man out was Sadev Soiza. Had his middle stump uprooted. He went for 2. He's got Scotties on the first ball. He got 2 runs. Haruna Shanta is still to face a ball who opened the batting with Soiza. And of course, now with Fernando, he's on 1. He has the strike, the left-hander. And the batting for Pabc Bank, they've still got some batsmen to come, some good batsmen. Sanjay Pradeep to bowl over number 2. Now with Fernando on strike. A slip and a gully in place along with the man at third man. The backward point, extra cover in the mid-off. That's the offside field. Sanjay Pradeep has played 3 matches. Best figures are 1 for 23. A player to miss outside the line of off stump. That will really have the bowlers tail up when you play and miss outside the line of off stump. Could very easily get an edge. There we go again. It's outside the line of off stump. You can't take your eyes off the ball. You got to keep your eyes on the ball all the time. This time gets back to ball, plays it out on the offside towards short extra cover. So there's no run. The onside, they got a man at fine leg, a backward square leg, a mid-wicket and a mid-on. So Sanjay Pradeep has bowled 2 balls, still to concede a run. We're in over number 2 at the moment. It's 3 for 1. So the left-hander is now with Fernando on strike. He's on 1. And here's Pradeep on his way once again. Fairly long run-up for a medium pace bowler. Again, a player to miss outside the line of off stump. Sanjay Pradeep bang on target, making the batsman play just outside the line of off stump. No addition to the total, 3 for 1 after 1.3 overs. So 3 dot balls from Sanjay Pradeep in this over. Drives this time on the onside. Picks up a single, is Navod Fernando, takes him on to 2 and brings Nuraj down to take strike for the first time this game. Takes his glove off to take the guard, now the left-hander. Nuraj Arunashanta, he's played 3 matches, top score of 33, aggregate of 105 runs, strike rate 84.68. But today might be his day to really help his side, Panisha Bank, to build up a partnership along with Fernando. Similar field, 2 left-handers in the middle. The slip and a gully stays. Nicely played on the offside. Mid-off moves quickly to his right to do the fielding. And Nuraj off the mark straight away. So he's on 1 and takes the total to 5 for 1 after 1.5 overs. Brings Navod Fernando once again on strike. The last ball of Sanjay Pradeep's first over coming up in a short ball. 5 balls and none for 2 his figures. Lofted on the offside, over the head of the mid-off fielder, down towards long off it goes. Fielder won't get into the boundary for 4. The first real shot of the day from Navod Fernando. And that ends the over as well. So 2 overs completed. Panisha Bank are 9 for 1. Navod Fernando on 6 and Nuraj on 1. There we go. This is what really happened. Hit it right through the line of the ball is Fernando. Played it very well over the head of that mid-off fielder, who had no chance in cutting it off. And the ball just trickled over the boundary. Had enough legs. So it's 9 for 1 after 2. Current run rate 4.50. But Panisha Bank have to win the toss and batting. They'll have to really put a good total on the board because Aitken Spence, they bat deep. They have a good batting side as well. And in their group, they've played 3 matches, won all 3. So they are right on top of their group. That's Group A. I don't know there again. Oh, played a miss outside the line of off stump. That's well bowled to Nuraj. Dilesh, I don't know, they're really making the batsman work hard. They got to concentrate. He's bowling wicket to wicket, making the batsman play all the time. Look at that. Again, right through him. A bit of extra bounce as well this time. Covers up, pushes on the offside this time to his backward point, and Nuraj picks up a single for that. The idea was to get off strike, so he moves on to 2. The total into double figures, 10 for 1. Panisha Bank after 2.2 overs. That's the last shot played. Played in soft hands. The return, there was no wicket keeper up to the stumps, so it didn't hit the stumps, but the batsman was home. Down the leg side, that's a poor delivery. After bowling so well, concedes the wide. Look at that down the leg side. Batsman trying to play down towards fine leg, doesn't make any contact with that. That's got to be rebowled. Plays out towards backward point again. Wants 1 is Navod Fernando. Sent back by Nuraj, quite rightly so. The ball travels so quickly on the outfield. You've got to be conscious whether you've got enough time to make your ground. And now Nuraj walks, don't have a word with Fernando because saying, look, we just can't take these impossible runs. We can't afford to lose wickets to run out, that's for sure, for Pan Asia Bank. They need to make a big total. There's the return coming in. The batsman was nowhere in the frame. Had he struck the wicket, he'd have been out. Played on the onside, out towards that fine leg fielder. Gets single for that. 11 or 12 for 1 at the moment after 2.4 overs. Takes Fernando to 7 of 10 balls. Brings Nuraj on 2 to take strike. And Dilesh has got 2 more balls left in his second over. 1 for 6 his figures at the moment. He's really bowled well. Except for that one wide he bowled down the leg side. So he's a medium pace bowler. He's Dilesh. Well played. Covers up his Nuraj and plays it out on the offside. Keep his eyes on the ball all the time. With a bowler such as Dilesh who's bowling wicket to wicket and is making you play, you've got to concentrate so much when you're batting. They got 1 ball left in the third over. It's a 12 for 1 Pan Asia Bank. They won the toss. He led to bat first against Aitken Spence. Again played in soft hands on the onside. The bowler fields on his follow through. That's the end of the over. 3 completed. And Pan Asia Bank are 12 for 1 after 3 overs. Nuraj on 2, Navod on 7, and Dilesh Aruno there. 2 overs, 1 for 6 is his figures. And that is another good over from Dilesh.
In the heart of Colombo.
12 for 1 after 3 overs. Pan Asia Bank win the toss and batting first. Quiet start for Pan Asia Bank at the moment. Sanjay Pradeep to bowl his second over. None for 6 his figures after that 1 over he bowled early on. Cracked away beautifully. That's 4. There was no stopping that. The moment he left the bat, it was 4 written all over. So now the Fernando into double figures. He's on 11. We look at that. Here we go. Off the back foot. Picked the gap beautifully between backward point and extra cover. And the moment he passed the fielders, there's no stopping that. There's no way. But now a man has been dropped down to sweep a cover. So they got a short third man in place. They got the extra cover, a short mid-off from the offside, and also the standard mid-off. That's the offside field with the sweeper. Gentle play on the onside to mid-on. Single being taken. Excellent running. Really put the pressure on the fielder. And they're home and dry very comfortably. So now down to 12. Brings a Nuraj on 2 to take strike. It's 17 for 1 after 3.2 overs. So the slip and a gully has disappeared. Nice played, but straight towards short third man. Again, ball travelling very quickly on this outfield. So Pan Asia Bank, when they won the toss and elected to bat, the idea must have been to post a good total on the board to challenge Aitken Spence. Played a miss outside the line of off stump this time from Nuraj. You got to make contact with those deliveries. Even though it's outside the line of off stump, you got to keep your eyes on the ball. You can't take your eyes away when you play those shots. You need to follow the ball onto the bat. We've seen that happen so many times in this tournament, where batsmen play and miss. This time player gets back to ball, works it on the onside for single. So one ball left in the fourth over. Now with Fernando on strike, he's on 12. Shot pulled away nicely on the onside. That's a good shot down to the boundary at mid-wicket for 4. That got the treatment it deserved. Well played by Navod Fernando. Ends the over as well. So 4 overs completed. And Panisha Bank 22 for 1 wicket. There's the replay of that very shot. And very much in position is Fernando. Got back to ball, played it very nicely. So he moves on 16. Nuraj is on 3. And Sanjay Pradeep 2 overs done for 16. And Panisha Bank. Right, so over number 5 starting up with Panisha Bank. Win the toss and batting first, 22 for 1. First match of the day against Aitkken Spence in the Mercantile Cricket Association F Division T20 League Tournament 2026. We've got another match in the afternoon as well. That's match number 2, Powerhand Plantations versus Runpath Group. So Obesekar, Chamila Obesekar, turning his arm over, wide call of the first ball. Full toss driven on the offside, on the onside for a single. So Obesekar, the captain of Aitkken Spence, turning his arm over. It's 24 for 1, Panisha Bank, after 4.1 overs. Flicked on the onside, one bounce the man at mid-on. Didn't carry. Navod Fernando pretty lucky, didn't carry. He's on 16 of 14 balls. Obesekar 25 matches, 4 for 24 is best scoring figures. Again, a play and a miss outside the line of off stump. Trying to drive it on the offside is Navod Fernando. Missing out opportunities of scoring runs is Fernando. Lofts on the offside. That's well struck. That's a big hit. Goes all the way over the boundary for 6. Made full use of that. That's what the doctor ordered for Panisha Bank. Now Fernando moves on to 16. Look at that. Flighted again. Down on one knee. Gets the timing right. The placement is perfect over the boundary. So 30 for 1, Panisha Bank. Navod Fernando to 22 of 16. Obesekar 8 runs of the 4 balls so far. Off the back foot this time, played away straight towards that extra cover fielder. Fernando was looking for a single but sent back by Nuraj. Quite rightly so. The ball was so quickly on the outfield. Swings this one on the on-pleated, and Navod Fernando picks up 1 run to keep the strike. It's 31 for 1, Panisha Bank after 5 overs. Nuraj on 4, Navod Fernando on 23, and Obesekar 1 over, none for 9. Time for change the voices. And for the next 5 overs, it's going to be Asanka.
In the heart of Colombo.
Thank you, Eric, the veteran commentator. Panisha winning the toss and batting first on 31 for 1 after 5 overs. Nuraj Arunashanta on 4 and Navod Fernando on 23 of 18. Navod is yet to find his rhythm. And Rashid Ulianage He's bowling his first over. Nice hit. It's running towards the boundary. That's 4. Now with Fernando. It's looking aggressive. Nice pick-up shot on the legs. Rushing to Lienege. Got to find his target. The leg stump is not. Nicely driven. A single down to sweeper. Score moves up to 36 now. Losing the first wicket. Nuraj Arunashanta is still on 4. Good appeal. That's given. The second wicket going down for Pan Asia Bank. And Rashidul Lienege, after being hit for 4 in the first delivery, comes back with a wicket. Nuraj Arunashanta didn't look to find his timing. It was a struggle from the get-go. There was any that could have been the pitch of the ball. Nuraj Arunashanta is walking back for 4. Pan Asia Bank 36 for 2 now. Unit Pires is the new batter in. He's got a job on his hands. 2 wickets down. They are in the 6th over, the last over of the power play. 3 more deliveries to go in this over. Unit Pires, the new batter. A right-hander, 44 matches, 883 runs in total. Best of 83 not out, averaging 20. A good strike rate as well in this format of the game. He's taking his guard. Taking a good look at the field. It's not always about the boundaries. It's about the singles as well. Here comes Rashidul Lienege. Good delivery. First up for the batter. No run. Now the projected score stays at 127. Current run rate is just about 6. Nicely timed for a single. And Unit Pires gets off the mark. Now the aggressor. Now with Fernando on 28 of 20. He's got 1 more delivery in the first power play. Will he go for a big shot or will he settle for a single? Hit down the ground. And that's the 3rd wicket going down. Not the best of options by Nawaz Fernando. He could have hit it along the ground but he took the aerial route. Not the best option. Rashidul Lienage picking up the second wicket in his first over. Good take by the captain Chemila Obesekara at mid-off. Navod Fernando, who was batting so well, is walking back for 28 of 21. Panisha Bank 37 for 3. Now 3 wickets down. Panisha Bank, they won the toss, decided to bat first. Not the best of starts. And we can take a look at the highlights of the power play. The two openers started off well, but this was the highlight of these 6 overs. Dilisha picking up the first wicket, and then now with Fernando hit it to all parts of the ground. This was the shot of the day so far. A few boundaries to Naud Fernando, and then Rashidul Lienage got 2 wickets in the same over. This is a good appeal once again, and the fielders are so sure that they have got their man. Good work by the wicketkeeper. He was quick. So the 4th wicket has gone down as well. He was in the air. His foot was not grounded. The batsman is walking back. Panisha 4 wickets down, 37 now in trouble. Ashen Dasanayake started off brilliantly. A wicket off the first ball he bowled. Now Agitha Kudaligama is taking his guard. 28 matches, more than 500 runs, best of 93, and averaging 23. Not the best of strike rates, but they need someone who can anchor the innings right now. They are 4 wickets down. Ashen Dasanayake must be feeling confident after the wicket. Driven along the ground. Opening up his account is Agitha Kudaligama. Now both the batters are left-handers. This could become handy against the left-arm spinner. But you never know. Ashen Dasanayake is a smart customer. No run there. Now the pressure is building up. This is the consequence of wickets. Again, trying to nudge it down for a single. No chance there. Good bowling by Ashen Dasanayake. He's always there on his target, on that good length. Cut nicely, but there's a fielder at backward point. Now the dot balls are piling up A single to end the over. And Charit Bandara, the captain of Pan Asia, gets off the mark. After 7 overs, Pan Asia Bank 38 for 4. We are into the 8th over. Pan Asia on 39, in fact, for 4. Now Rashidul Liyanage is back with the ball. Got 2 wickets in his first over. Must be feeling confident. He was hit for a 4 in his first delivery, but then came back with 2 wickets, 2 important wickets as well. He got the wicket of Navut Fernando, who was batting so well. Now the captain Charit Bandar facing Rashidul Liyanage. Nicely defended. Now Charit Bandar must be thinking of the next 5 to 6 overs. Oh, poked at it. That was inches close to the bat. Good bowling by Rashidul Liyanage. He's not allowing the batter to get that single and get to the other end. The replay says it's a cutter bowled by Rashidul Liyanage. By the batters. Not good backing up by that fielder. But they are so lucky not to give away many runs. Now Agita Kudaligama, the other left-hander, is on strike. Good delivery. This is a bowler who's confident, who has taken 2 wickets today. He's building that momentum around the batter. Nicely fielded. Good stop by the fielder at backward point. 1 run so far in this over. 4 dot deliveries. Now the run rate has gone down to 5. Again, on that short length, the batsman is not finding a chance to score. End of the 8th over. Pan Asia Bank 4 down for 40.
At the Mercantile Cricket Association, passion for the game starts young. The MCA Academy welcomes boys and girls under 13, 15 and 17. We go beyond the basics, teaching them leadership, public speaking and the importance of sportsmanship. The MCA Academy, nurturing champions, 1 game, 1 lesson at a time.
An easy single. Will this be 2 runs? No. The fielder was quick onto that ball. Chemilo Besekara bowling his second over. Conceded 9 runs in his first, when Navut Fernando was batting so well. Good delivery. The right length and the right line to the left-hander. He's an off spinner himself. No run there. Now the pressure is building up. The batters must look to get that single. An occasional boundary will help. Driven over the fielder at extra cover. 1 run to Agitha Kudaligama. Now, captain versus captain. Chemila Obesekara with the ball and Charit Bandara with the bat. Good delivery. That was not off the face of the bat. They must look and try to hit it off the face of the bat and playing that V. Nicely hit. Batsmen get a couple. The score moves up to 44 as Chemila Obesekara ends the 9th over. Panisha 44 for 4.
In the heart of Colombo.
Panisha winning the toss and batting first. 44 for 4 now. We are into the 10th over. Tilina Pereira has been introduced into the attack. Another off-spinner from the looks of him. 8 matches, 27 wickets. That's a lot of wickets. Cut easily for a single. Now Agitha Kudaligama is batting smartly. Always looking to get that single and get to the other end. Not looking to hit those big shots. They've got almost 10 overs more. So it's about rebuilding this innings. No single there. There is. The fielder had to stop it. He covered the ground. He was there. But not able to stop it. Allowing the batters to get that single. Left it alone by Agitha Kudaligama. Looks to be the perfect batsman to be on the wicket at the moment. Another single for Kudaligama. The batsmen were thinking about a second for a moment. And denied by the captain. 3 runs so far in this over. 2 more deliveries to go. Nicely defended. But these dot deliveries will not come handy at the end of this innings. Quick single this time. Successful. That ends the 10th over. Panisha Bank 4 down for 48. And changing the voices, the veteran commentator Eric Gowda will be on the mic.
Burgers and so much more from 9:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. every day. We've got something new for you here at MCA.
Right, so we're at the halfway stage of the innings. And Panisha Bank win the toss and batting first 48 for 4 after 10.1 overs. We had a little drinks break after 10. So Charit playing a very defensive game at the moment. He's on 7 of 15. Agita is on 4 of 10. The bowling has been really superb from Aitken Spence. This one played again on the offside towards backward point. So Panisha Bank will be certainly short of runs because Aitken Spence, they got a good batting side. And unless you got something like about 170, 180, you're not going to challenge them. Again, defensive. By playing defensive cricket and not picking up any singles, see, they got already 4 dot balls in this over. Obe second into his third over, and none for 13 his figures. Another defensive stroke. Giving a lot of respect to the bowlers as well. So 1 ball to come. 5 dot balls so far in the over. Driven this time on the offside, out towards extra cover. They pick up 1, so only the 1 run of the over. Excellent over for Mumbai Sekara. 11 completed, and Panisha Bank are 49 for the loss of 4 wickets, with Agita on 4 and Charit on 8. Mumbai Sekara 3 overs, none for 14.
In the heart of Colombo, where
New over starts up. The first ball driven down the ground towards long on for a single. Tirina Perera into his second over. The 50 comes up for Panisha Bank. 50 for 4 of 11.1. Run rate is 4.48. Disappointing run rate for Panisha Bank. When they won the toss, they had to bat first. Under pressure all the time. And this is a thick edge down to short third man. Another dot ball coming up. When Panisha won the toss, he led to bat. I thought they want to go hell for leather with all guns blazing, but not to be. They lost wicket early. Nicely played. Cut away down towards that backward point region. Into the boundary for 4. That's a welcome boundary for Panisha Bank. That's what I mean. You got to attack the bowling, pick the gaps, pick up those boundaries. And that's an excellent shot. Well played. And he picked up 2 fielders, the short third man at the backward point. And once it beats the fielders, there's no chance of cutting it off. It'll end up at the boundary. Fast outfields. 54 for 4 of the 11.3. Agita moves on to 8 of 12. Going for the flap hit this time. Makes some contact, plays it down towards that short fine leg region. Get the single for that. Charit on 9. He's faced 20 balls. That's a lot of deliveries to face on 9 runs. Agita's faced 13 for 9. Played soft hands out on the offside towards backward point. Again, no run. They'll have to look at opportunities to score runs. You cannot just get dot balls going. We're to over number 12. And after this is completed, 8 overs left at 55 for 4. Heaved away on the onside. That's a good shot. That's well played. That's over the line for 6. That's what we're calling for the shots to be played. Has it come a bit too late for Panisha Bank? Picked it up so well from outside the line of off stump. Got the elevation going. The placement was excellent. And that one ends the over as well. So that's a good over, in fact, for Panisha Bank. They got runs. So after 12 overs, 61 for 4. Charit on 15. Agita on 9. So Tilna Perras bowled 2 overs, done for 16 his figures. Projected score is 102. In fact, 102 won't be enough to contain Aitken Spence. He's got a strong batting side, even in T20 cricket. So Pabc Aitkken bowled his 4th and final over, none for 14 his figures. Each bowler allowed 4 overs in T20 cricket. Going for the sweep. Wide called. They'll also pick up a run for that. So 2 runs total with the call for wide. It's got to be re-bowled by Pabc. He's bowling around the wicket. Look at the way down the leg side. The wicket keeper couldn't cut it off. Lofted on the offside. Into the bounded extra cover 4. That's well played again. So Charit opening shoulders, playing some shots. That's what they need. 67 for 4. Look at that. That's a great shot. This is what they needed even early on. It was not to be. So many dot balls, just 1 or 2 runs coming off and over. Allowed the bowlers to dominate. But things are turning at the moment. So Pabc 3.1 overs, none for 20. Charit moves on to 19. It's 67 for 4. Played soft hands on the offside. Single being taken. Bowler is after it. That's well run. So a boundary followed with a single. Takes Charit on to 20 of 24. 68 for 4 after 12.2 overs. Run rate creeps up to 5.51. But still not enough. They'll need to really go at about 9 to 10 runs and over for the next few overs. Pulled away on the onside. Straight to that mid-wicket region. There's no fielder there, but backward square leg runs across doing the fielding. So they pick up 1 more run. Agita moves on double figures. It's on 10 of 14. It's 69 for 4. And brings Charit on 20 to take strike. Single been taken again. Played to mid-wicket. So 8 runs off the over so far. This Pabc over. Little hop from Charit at the moment. Has he pulled a muscle or has he got cramp? Yes, it looks like it's a hamstring problem. My goodness, that will be a big blow for Pabc Bank. Pabc helps him at the moment. It's not a very hot day today at Panipitia. But nevertheless, if you're not prepared yourself for cramp, this could happen. He's on the ground at the moment. So hold up in play at 70 for 4 after 12.4 overs. The physio is out. Magic spray coming out. So here we are. Charit gets up. He's on his feet at the moment. So maybe he's got some cramp. Not without a hamstring problem because he was holding his hamstring. The physio packs his bag up. Perhaps salt tablets coming out. But it's too late. You can't take salt tablets now. When you've got cramp, you've got to take it before the match starts. So some repair work going on at the moment with Pabc Bank win the toss and batting first against Aitkken Spence 70 for 4 after 12.4. There's the batting card. They lost Soiza for 2. Nuraj Arnoshanta went for 4. And now Fernando, who's batting so well, Perish for 28. And Nunet Perish went for 1. Tumanda on 21 and Kudali Gama is on 10. 4 extras. After 12.4 overs, 70 for 4. Right, so Charit Buddhika is on his feet at the moment and play will continue. 5th ball of the 13th over. Nice to play, driven on the offside, straight towards sweeper cover. They'll pick up only 1. See, the batsman will have to really look at opportunities of hitting the ball into gaps, picking up more than a single. That's what they really need. At 71 for 4 after 12.5 is certainly not enough in a T20 game. Played a short fine leg, looking for one is Charit Budika, but sent back by his partner. That ends the over, 13 completed. And Panisha Bank win the toss and batting first, 71 for 4. Charit on 21, Nagita on 11. And Nobesekara completes his 4-over spell. 4 overs, none for 24.
In the heart of Colombo, where...
So all those watching this live telecast around the world, we hope you're enjoying our pictures and the coverage of the action of the Mercantile Cricket Association F Division T20 League Tournament for 2026. This is the first of two matches. Panisha Bank taking on Aitken Spence. Another game in the afternoon, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Sri Lanka time. Power Hand Plantations will take on Runpath Group. And here's Rasindu Lianage. 2 overs, 2 for 7 his figures. Outstanding figures to bowl his third. Going for the pull shot. Doesn't quite get hold of it is Agita, but he picks up a single for that. The timing was not good enough. So 72 for 4 after 13.1 overs. So 24 teams in the fray for this Mercantile left division. Short, just tucked away around the corner towards a short fine leg for a single by Charit. But Charit and Nagita have to really look for more than singles. If they're looking for ones, they must look at taking those first runs quickly to try and convert those ones into twos. Getting singles only won't do. It moves on to 73 for 4. We're the 14th over. And after this, only 6 overs left in the innings. Now the single being taken. And that's overthrows. Well, they get that extra run this time. So 2 to the total. There's the projected score, 111. That won't be enough against a very strong batting side like Aitken Spence. They've done well so far on the field. Again, worked away on the onside towards that mid-wicket position. They'll pick up another run. So Lianage, 2.4 overs, 2 for 12 his figures. At the start of the innings, we thought that Panisha Bank, when they won the toss, they will look at getting something like 160, 170. That's a decent score. And this one played away upishly on the offside. That's well struck. Absolutely well struck indeed. Just over the rope at a long off for 6. That's what the doctor ordered for Panisha Bank. And look at that, how well he struck that. In a very good position to club that over that long off region. They'll need more of that, Panisha Bank. And these two batsmen have been there for a while, so they need to really take the attack to the bowlers. 82 for 4. Driven on the offside. Extra cover covers up and does the fielding. Ends the over. 14 completed. And Panisha Bank wins the toss and batting first. 82 for 4 after 14 overs. Charit on 28 of 29. Agita is on 15 of 18. And Lianage, 3 overs, 2 for 18. So 6 overs left in the innings. 82 for 4 is Panisha Bank. Win the toss and batting first against Aitken Spence. So Lianage has bowled 3 overs, 2 for 18. Flighted, driven on the offside. Sweeper does well to move to his left and do the fielding. Just a single being taken by Charit. 82 for 4 after 14.1. So Tilna Perra into his third over. None for 17 his figures. Again driven on the offside towards sweeper. One more run. So Charit certainly struggling with running between the wickets. Bit of a limp, perhaps a cramp got to him a couple of overs ago. We don't think he's got a hamstring issue now. Sagita on strike again, 16 of 19 at 84 for 4. Played defensively. Down the track, bowler fields. No run. Cut away nicely on the offside, but straight to a backward point. The ball travels so quickly there's no chance the batsman take a single. So another dot ball. So many dot balls in this innings. Aitken Spence really putting the pressure on Pabc Bank. He's worked on the onside towards that vacant mid-wicket region. Backward square leg runs across to do the fielding, so the batsmen have plenty of time to cross for a single. And coming back for 2 now. Overthrows is what really gives those extra runs to Pabc Bank. It's not the batting effort. The sun trying to break through the clouds at the moment, but still it's a lovely morning out here at Pannipitia. Push to the onside. Bowler fields on his follow through. Ends the over. 15 completed. Pabc Bank after 15 overs. 86 for 4. Ajita on 18. Sarita on 29. Tilnapera 3 overs, not for 20. And time for a change. The commentary to take it through the end of the innings. It's going to be Asanka.
We are into the last 5 overs of this innings. Pabc 86 for 4. They are in a good position from where they can attack. Charit Bandara in particular is looking dangerous as Dilish Anurunodya is back with the ball. He has bowled 2 overs for 6 runs and got the first wicket. He can bowl it fast. He can get that bounce. So this will be a good battle. Hit hard down the ground. Obesekar is down there at mid-off. Looks to be in some pain. Good effort by him. Stopped the ball. Stopped a certain boundary. This is that effort by Obesekar. Good appeal. That must have been off the bat. Yes, the umpire is unshaken, which means it's runs. The replay could be interesting. Was it on the foot? That's the question. All in all, a single for Pabc. 3 more deliveries to go in this over. Dilish Arunodya is making it hard for these batters to score runs off him. Glanced down the square leg. Now Charit Bandara, the captain, is on 31 of 33. These 2 batters have led the foundation. So now it's about accelerating. Another time, and this time it's given. Dilish Arunodya kept bowling there and thereabout. First time not lucky, but the second time got his man. Given by the umpire. Fifth wicket going down in a crucial moment of the game. Agitha Kudaligama is walking back for 19 of 25. Pan Asia Bank on 89 for 5.
Made some changes. MCA has always been more than cricket. It's a meeting place, a memory maker, and a name built over generations.
We are back 89 for 5 as Hasindu has walked out to the crease. A very good over comes to an end. 3 overs for Dilish Arunodya, 2 wickets for 9. 16 overs completed, 89 for 5.
In the heart of Colombo.
We are into the 18th over. Dilish Arunodya. He's bowling it. Gone! A beautiful Yorker. He's on a roll. He's taking wickets. He's containing runs. And this is the second time that he has been on that target where the stumps are. Look at that. Beautiful delivery. Right on that block hole and straight on to the stumps. 7th wicket going down for Pan Asia Bank. Tiran Madhushankar got 6 of 4. Pan Asia 97 for 7. Dilish Arunodya started off this over with a wicket. Got a wicket in the first over of this innings and got a second in the second over he bowled, and now again taking a wicket in the third over as well. Can he make it double? Lehan Rajasurya is the new batter. Still the earlier stages in his career. Got some work to do. Hang on with that skipper at the other end. Oh, fast. I bet you he didn't see that ball passing him. His feet was nowhere. His bat was nowhere. Now Dilish Arunodya is bowling it faster. Again on the pads. A leg by to Pan Asia Bank. Now Arunodya bowling it with full pace. That definitely pitched outside the leg stump. Can't be given out. Now the skipper Charit Bandara on 33 of 35. Can he ruin the figures of this over? Yes, he can. But that's off a wide. He's trying to bowl it quicker. Dilish Arunodya now losing his rhythm. Charit Bandara is ready at the crease. Another single. He's settling down for these singles. Good commitment by the batter after facing a cramp. 100 up for Pan Asia Bank in the 17.4 overs. Lehan Rajasurya. He's not seeing the ball, I'm pretty sure. Oh, misses the stumps. And given. Didn't miss the bat. Now Dilish Arunodya taking his 4th wicket. The 2nd wicket in this over. Oh, this guy is fast. As you can see in the replay. Never got to that ball. The batter, Rajasurya. Eight wickets down now. Pan Asia Bank. 100 on the board. Dilish Arunodya is running in. Can he make it 3? Again on that Yorker length. But this time, Gayan Bopage, the batter, manages pretty well. Arunodya finishes his 4 overs with 4 wickets for 11 runs. Great figures. 18 overs completed. Pan Asia Bank 100 for 8. Fantastic bowling figures for Dilish Arunodya. This was the first middle of the middle. There was cartwheeling back. Then the second one, straight onto that pad. The third, back on stumps. And the fourth. Another LBW. Now the bowling card. Dilish Arunodya 4 wickets for 11. And Rashidul Innigs got 2 wickets in the same over as well for 18. Short and got the treatment it deserved. Charit Bandara is welcoming Rashidul Innigs with a 6. Beautiful shot. He was pretty confident that he can hit it long and hard. Now Rashidul Innigs is bowling the second ball. Misfield by the fielder. He's running back and completes the run. Good commitment. He's feeling it again. And was that a short run? The umpire He's suggesting that was one short. All in all, that was good commitment by the skipper, Charit Bandara. He's definitely feeling it. He got that cramp in the second session of play. But still, he's unbeaten. He's fighting. No run there. Swing and a miss for Charit Bandara. He's on 41 of 39. If there's anybody who can change the course of this game, it's going to be Charit Bandara. A single down to square leg. The fielder at short square tried to stop it, but he was unable to do so. Rashindu Lienage has conceded 8 runs so far. 2 more deliveries to go in this over. Now Gayan Bopage on strike. He's yet to get off the mark, as Lienage is running in. Well fielded. It was straight towards the bowler, but had to put in the dive. Rashindu Lienage. Good effort there. These are the efforts that will lift your team. Hit down the ground. No run, says the non-striker, Charit Bandara. And keeps strike for him. End of the 19th over, 109 for 8. We are into the last over of this innings. Panisha Bank on 108 for 8. 6 more legitimate deliveries to go. Sanjay Pradeep to bowl the last over. He has only conceded 16 runs in his first 2 overs. He is bowling his third and the last of the innings. Charit Bandara asking for a little bit of time. These are the reasons, but this is their ground. Edged past the wicket keeper and goes to the boundary. It doesn't matter how they come, but the runs matter. It was right in between those 2 fielders, the wicket keeper and the short third man. Valuable runs for Panisha Bank. Charit Bandara on 46, just 4 runs short of a half century. Oh, he should have had that boundary. It was short, it was wide, but he was targeting the leg side. There's only one fielder down at the boundary on the off. Now Sanjay Pradeep got to think of this delivery. Got to outthink Charit Bandara. Full toss. Hammered it. It's out of the ground. 6 brings up a half century for the skipper Charit Bandara. The perfect captain's knock by the skipper. He was waiting, ready. Here you go, 52 runs in 43 deliveries. Here's how he got to that half century. Edged and gone. Good comeback by Sanjay Pradeep, getting his first wicket. But it doesn't matter. Charit Bandara, the skipper, did his job. A brilliant innings comes to an end. The man of the moment is walking back. Got a half century. Got his team back on track. Charit Bandara out for 52 of 44. 4 sixes and 2 fours for him. A brilliant innings comes to an end. Pan Asia Bank 118 for 9. Two deliveries left. The new batter, Sandruan Wijeratne, the last man standing. Coming down the wicket. Lobbing it up for a single. Sanjay Pradeep. 10 runs and a wicket so far in this over. 11 runs, I beg your pardon. Last delivery is in the air. A fielder coming around it and takes it. Now Sanjay Pradeep ends up his 3 overs with 2 wickets. And that's the end of this innings as well. In the last delivery with that wicket. Pan Asia Bank scored 119 all out. They decided to bat first, won the toss, and they had to get to that runner ball mark. This is how the last wicket fell. Easy catch down to square leg. Brilliant performance by the bowlers and the fielders of Aitken Spence. They did everything right. They got their bowlers working. They got the wickets. And they're walking off with a target of 120. A runner ball will do it for them. Exactly 6 runs and over. Now this is the batting card for Pan Asia Bank. Sadev Soisa, just 2 runs. Nuraj Arunashant never looked good. But now with Fernando, got a start. Scored those boundaries, got 28 of 21. And then Charit Bandar, the captain, scored a brilliant half century. 52 of 44 when his team was in trouble. Agitha Kudligama played a helping hand, 19 of 25, and none of the other batters got starts. 6 extras in this innings after 20 overs, 119 all out. Bowling card, Dilesh Arunodya, the pick of the bowlers, 4 wickets for 11 after his 4 overs. Sanjay Pradeep ending up with those 2 wickets for 27. Chemila Obesekara was economical but didn't get wickets. Rashindu Lienage got 2 wickets in 1 over for 26. Ashen Dasanayaka got 1 wicket for 2 and Tilina Pereira 1 wicket for 28. And we are into the highlights of the first innings. This is how the toss went. Pan Asia won the toss and they elected to bat first. So the openers had to make a mark where they were trying to do and unable to achieve. Then now with Fernando, scored a few boundaries, getting that start for the innings. This is still a brilliant shot by now with Fernando, but then he fell off. After his wicket, it was all trouble for Pan Asia Bank. Then came Charit Bandara, the skipper, stayed there, got his eye in, got those singles, got that foundation laid, and then Agita Kudaligama, the supporter, got out. Few boundaries here and there for the tailenders as well, but the highlights were filled with wickets and the sixes by Charit Bandara. Got a half century and then had to walk back. So that ended up the inning. 119 on the board. So when Aitken Spence come out to bat, the target would be 120 of 120. Exactly run a ball required. And we'll be back with their reply inning. Until then, stay tuned with Sporty.lk.
In the heart of Colombo.
We've got sun, tea, bubble tea, gourmet burgers, and so much more. From 9:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. every day.
Pandipitia, continuation of match 1 in the Mercantile Cricket Association F Division T20 League Tournament. For today, that's the 8th of February 2026, game between Pan Asia Bank and Aitken Spence. We started the first part of the action. Pan Asia Bank won the toss, he led to bat first. They were bowled out for 119 of exactly 20 overs. And setting Aitken Spence 120 to win of 120 balls. So run a ball for Aitken Spence. That's what they need in their reply. And as you talk to the umpires out to the middle, we'll see Pan Asia Bank fielding side of the field. The batsman will also be out. And the sun breaking through the clouds at the moment. So it's going to be hot and humid here at Pandipitia. And we'd like to remind you that 2 matches down for decision today at this venue. The second match at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Sri Lanka time. Power Hands Plantation B versus Ranpath Group. That game is at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. The toss at 1:30. Right, so every single day in this F Division tournament of the Mercantile Cricket Association, 2 games are down for decision each ground. We normally play in about 3 venues. So 6 matches will be played on day because of the T20 situation. And then don't forget, yesterday the T20 Cricket World Cup started up as well. And Pakistan, well, they just escaped in that game against the Netherlands. The Netherlands played so well, but one drop catch by the Netherlands certainly cost them that match. And as we talk to, here we are, Pabc Bank team was taking the field with the batsman walking out, Aitkken Spence batsman. So we hope you're enjoying the live pictures coming to you from the Dharampada College ground in Panipita. It's a school ground, in fact, located on the outskirts of Colombo. Lots of games being played in the Mercantile Cricket Association F Division. They're all T20 games. And we bring you as many cricket matches as possible live from the grounds. Right, so here we are, the players in the middle. We will see the first over coming up from Pabc Bank as well. Pabc Bank under par, 119 all out in 20 overs. But don't forget, Aitkken Spence has got a very strong batting side, the bat deep as well. And unless the Pabc Bank bowlers can get some early wickets and put pressure on Aitkken Spence will certainly dominate this match. And Aitkken Spence have played 3 matches in their group, that is Group A, and won all 3 games. And this is the 4th game, so they'll be out to win this one as well and stay on top of the group. So about 3 or 4 teams who are really dominating this F Division tournament. And full marks to the Mercantile Cricket Association as well for organizing so many tournaments a year. And all for mercantile companies who play in the various groups. From A to G, that's how they play, A to G. We understand the G Division tournament will also start very soon. So the first over coming up. Umpire calls play, and here we go with Aitkken Spence requiring 120 to win of 120 balls. So hold up in play. Small adjustment to the field at the moment. All set, and here we go. Flighted down the leg side. Was it off the pad or the bat? Wide called in the meantime, so there was no bat, no pad. And they pick up a single as well, so Aitkken Spence off the mark with 2 runs, 2 for no wicket. Ashen and Dinendra are the 2 openers. Ashen Dasanayaka, 10 matches, top score 53, averages 16.56. Pushed on the onside. No great pressure on Aitkken Spence to go for big hits. They know that the target of 120 of 120 balls is so gettable. With the bat deep, the bat well. Sandaruan Vijayaratne bowled in the first over. Brings Dinendra on strike. Dinendra Kasturiarchi. 22 matches, top score 55. Off the back foot. Out! Caught! Well, that's the first wicket down for Aitkken Spence. Against the run-out play. Played in the yard by Dinendra. The catch taken next to cover. That's a good bit of fielding as well. So Vijayaratne strikes in the first over. There we go with the replay. It was short outside the line of off stump. Cut away. Comfortable catch taken at point. So first ball dismissal comes up as well. Dinendra out for naught, just wasted 1 ball. Can Pabc Bank pick up a few more quick wickets, put the pressure on Aitkken Spence? They're defending a very poor total of 119 in 20 overs. Sandaruan Vijayaratne picks up his wicket, 1 for 3. Aitkken Spence 3 for 1 wicket in the first over. Sometimes these smallish totals put sides chasing them under tremendous pressure if they lose a couple of early wickets. That's what really happens. So could it be one of those days where Aitken Spence will be put under pressure? Let's wait and see. The captain Obesekara walks out to bat. Right-hander. Played 27 matches. Top score 59. Good strike rate 125. Played out to the offside. Off the mark straight away. Obesekara coming back for the second run. That's good running. Putting the pressure on the fielders straight away. You take that first run hard enough that you always come back for the second. So Jamila Obesekara is off the mark with a couple of runs. He's on 2. Aitken Spence 5 for 1. So Wijeratne 6 matches, picked up 4 for 11, his best figures. And twice he's got 3 wickets in innings. Obesekara on the back foot, just plays defensively in front of him. So their target is run a ball for Aitken Spence to get 120 for 120 balls. We're in the first over, 5 for 1 after 4 deliveries. Trying to work it to the onside. Perhaps took in the pad. We'll wait for the umpire's call. They pick up 1 run. Yes, leg by called. Nevertheless, 1 to the total as well. So 6 for 1 is Aitken Spence. And we got 1 ball left in the over. So very much on target of the runner ball that's required by Aitken Spence to make 120. Ashade on strike. He's on 1. Flicked on the onside, down towards deep mid-wicket. Into the boundary for 4. That's a good strike. Ends the over very positively is Ashade. And so 1 over completed. And Aitken Spence are 10 for 1 with Ashade on 5 and Obesekara on 2. There we go. 1 bounce, 2 bounces to the boundary for 4. And Sandaru and Wijeratne 1 over, 1 for 9. There's a scorecard as well. 10 for 1. Hasindu Wickramaratne to bowl his first over, the second of the innings. So taking guard is Obesekara. He's on 2. The captain of Aitken Spence. Charit Bandara, in fact, will bowl his first over, the second of the innings. He's played 7 matches, 2 for 21, his best figures. The left armour. Economy rate is good, 5.74. Hot and humid afternoon here at Panipitya at the Dharamapala College grounds. It'll be a similar situation all over Colombo. Short, just pushed on the onside towards that vacant mid-wicket region. A single on the card straight away. 11 for 1, Aitken Spence. Obesekara moves on to 3 or 4, brings Ashade on 5 to take strike. Adjusting the field straight away. We've got a left-hand, right-hand combination in the middle. So Ashade looks around the ground. He looks at the field positions. Short, and this is pushed away on the offside. Straight back, short, extra cover. There is no run. So look at the field. They got a slip in place. A man at backward point, extra cover. A mid-off on the offside. On the onside, the short fine leg, a deep mid-wicket on the boundary. And the mid-on. Short fine leg moves down to a regulation fine leg position. Deep mid-wicket from the boundary, moves in to a deep mid-wicket. So a couple of changes to the field settings. Pulled on the onside. That's a good hit. One bouncer boundary for 4. Ashen strikes that so well. Takes him along to 9. And takes Aitken Spence on 15 for the loss of 1 wicket. Playing over number 2. Charit Bandara. None for 5 at the moment. His figures. Look at that. Through the line. Well played indeed. Smart hit, very clean. Short and off the back foot, cracked away on the offside. Caught at backward point. Well, there we are. Aitken Spence lose their 2nd wicket. That's another breakthrough, in fact, by Charit Bandara. 15 for 2. Are we seeing a twist in the tail here at Pandipitya? Aitken Spence needing 120 to win. They've done so well to bowl the opposition out for 119. Look at that shot being played. Straight to the fielder at backward point. Makes no mistake about that. So 15 for 2 after 1.4 overs. And Pan Asia Bank have got these 2 early wickets. Ashen Dasanayak and the batsman out for 9 of 5 balls. He got a boundary going, and the next ball just cut it straight to backward point. So Obesekar is there on 3, the captain. Charit Bandara, 4 balls, 1 for 5 his figures. So Akram, the new man who walks in, the left-hand taking guard, Akram Mutalib, 36 matches, the top score 162. Boy, oh boy, that's a really good score. 200 and 750 to his great. Average of 38.73. The strike rate is just a shade under 90. It's a very good strike rate. So Akram Mutalib, the left hand is on strike now to Charit Bandara. And Aitken Spence will need a partnership now. They'll need not to lose wickets, but get a partnership going. Played to backward point along the ground this time. No chance of a run. So a lot of talking on the field at the moment. Raise the spirits of the players. Pan Asia Bank. They've done well to get 2 top with Aitken Spence batsmen out. Again, cut away straight towards point. There's no chance of a run. Ends the over. 2 completed. Aitken Spence 15 for 2. Akram still to score. And Obesekar is on 3. Bandara 1 for 5 from his 1 over.
In the heart of Colombo.
Will this match go down to the wire? Let's wait and see. Aitken Spence 15 for 2, requiring 120 to win. New over starts up from Vijayaratna. Played it on the offside towards extra cover. Single being taken. They completed quite comfortably in the end. Takes Obesekar along to 4. Brings Akram, who's still to score, on strike. So Akram Mutalib takes off the glove. He's going to take his guard. He's got to mark it with chalk. So each time you got to mark your guard with chalk, you have to take a glove off because it's so difficult to hold chalk with a glove on. Takes a bit of time as well. So Vijayaratna 1.1 overs, 1 for 10 his figures. Well bowled. Akram Mutalib plays gently down the track for the ball to field on his follow through. We're into the 3rd over now. The required run rate a trifle under 6 runs and over for Aitken Spence. Pushed on the onside. The bowler is after it, but they'll get a single. An easy single, so Akram Mutalib off the mark with 1. And takes the total on to 17 for the loss of 2 wickets. And brings Obesekar to take strike again. He's on 4, the captain. Sandharu and Vijayaratna 1.3 overs, 1 for 11 his figures. It certainly is hot in the middle. Sun beaming down the grounds. There's no breeze across the grounds. So it'll be hot and humid. Defended by Pabc. There's no great rush for Aitken Spence to get the 120. They know they've got plenty of deliveries. They can't afford to lose wickets. That's the main thing. They'll need a partnership from this pair, perhaps, of Sportylk and Pabc. Thick edge down to short third man. Single being taken. That's good running. Completed quite comfortably. So 1 ball left in the third over. 18 for the loss of 2 wickets. Aitken Spence. Sportylk is on 1. Pabc is on 5. And 1 ball left in Sandaruan Wijeratne's second over. 1 for 12 his figures. You've got a short third man, a backward point, a point extra cover mid-off. Played gently on the onside. The bowler fields. Ends the over. 3 completed. Aitken Spence 18 for 2. Sportylk on 1. Pabc is on 5. Sandaruan Wijeratne 2 overs, 1 for 12. Right, so over number 4 starting up. Charit Bandara, 1 for 5 his figures of the 1 over he's bowled. He's bowling to Pabc, the captain of Aitken Spence. Played gently on the offside. 2 fielders converge. They almost collide, in fact, when they get there. But he's fielded cleanly, so no run. Short third man, backward point, a point extra cover mid-off. That's the offside field. We look at the onside as well. You got a man at deep mid-on. Deep mid-wicket. Oh, out caught. Well. Second attempt, is it? Big appeal to the umpire. He says not out. Pabc were pretty certain it came off the bat. Let's take a look at that. That's going to be interesting. Pabc was playing a miss, or did he get the edge of the bat? Pabc very confident indeed. There we go. Inconclusive. The wicketkeeper juggled with it. Slip also juggled with it, and in the end held on to it. There's the appeal coming up. The bowler wicketkeeper very confident that Pabc got the edge, but the umpire thinks otherwise. This is flicked down on the onside, down towards fine leg. Stopped inside the boundary. They come back for 2. It's all happening out here at Pandipitya. Aitken Spence move on to 20 for 2 after 3.3 overs. The target is 120, so exactly 100 runs to get. Required rate is 6.06 runs and over. What a confident appeal that was a couple of deliveries ago. Driven straight to extra cover, gone. Pabc this time doesn't survive. He survived a very confident caught behind a couple of deliveries ago, but this time drives straight to extra cover. Then Aitken Spence lose their third wicket. 20 for 3 in the 4th over. When we look at that again, there we go. The drive played with a lot of bottom hand. Fielder grabs onto it, no problem at all. Are we seeing a twist in the tail in this game? We talked about Aitken Spence being a very strong batting side. They lost their top 3 batsmen. Pabc goes to 7. Vikrama Arashi takes the catch. Bandara picks up his second wicket, in fact. So this is a good response on Pabc to reduce Aitken Spence to 20 for 3 after 3.4 overs. Bandara 2 for 7 from 1.4 overs. Makes the game so interesting when you open it up and pick up wickets at the top. Right, so here we are, the game progressing. Perhaps all those viewers around the world where we're watching this live telecast, hope you're enjoying the telecast of this game. So Charit Bandara, 1.4 overs, 2 for 7. Akram Muttalib is on 1 at the non-strikers. Then he's faced 5 balls. So just the 2 runs of this Bandar over with that wicket. So left-hander in the middle. Tidina Pereira, 7 matches, top score 61, 250s to his credit. The left-hander on strike. Here's Bandara. Well bowled. Played defensively by Tidina Pereira. So it's a dot ball. 1 more ball left in over number 4. Appeal again for LBW. Umpire's not moved. The lengthy over, 4 overs completed. Aitken Spence 20 for 3, requiring 120 to win. Tidina Pereira still to score, and Akram Muttalib is on 1. Charit Bandara 2 overs, none, 2 for 7.
In the heart of Colombo.
20 for 3, Aitken Spence. Exactly 100 runs required of 96 balls. They got 7 wickets in hand. Unit Pires to bowl his first over, so change the bowling coming up. Being bowled from the pavilion end of the grounds. Akram Muttalib is on strike, he's on 1. Unit Pires, 47 matches, a lot of experience. 4 for 26, his best bowling figures. He's picked up a tally of 76 wickets, excellent figures. Play on a miss outside the line of off stump, very close to the outside edge. Muttalib playing at that outside the line of off stump. Lucky not to get a touch that time. How close was that? Very close to the outside edge. So Panisha Bank are really putting every single effort into this. Nicely driven on the offside. That's a lovely shot. There's no sweeper cover. The ball runs out of the boundary for 4. That's well played. The sweeper cover has been taken away. Quite rightly so, because Panisha Bank are attacking at the moment. And look at that shot. Right on top of that. The head is still, gets the bat in control, and it races away on the outfield for 4. That's a good shot for Muttalib. So Aitken Spence up to 24 for 3. 96 required of 94 balls, the equation. Akram Muttalib moves on to 5. Tidina Pereira still to score. A slip in place at the moment. Outside the line of off stump, wide called. That's got to be rebowled by Unit Pires. 25 for 3. So they got a man at third man. The slip, the backward point, a sweeper cover in place now with the extra cover in mid-off. That's the offside field. So it's a packed offside field. Again, a play and a miss outside the line of off stump. This is good bowling from Unit Pires, except for the wide that he's bowled earlier. 25 for 3, Aitken Spence. Look at that again. Close to the outside edge. Got slight movement away from the batsman as well, from the left-hander. Driven straight towards extra cover. Fielded cleanly, no chance of a run. 25 for 3 after 4.4. short, pulled away on the onside. That's too short. Guess the maximum for that is Akram Muttalib. A poor delivery from Munif Piris, and Akram Muttalib made full use of that. Got maximum. Look at the shot being played. Totally in control was Muttalib, and cleared that boundary at mid-wicket. 31 for 3 after 4.5. Muttalib into double figures. He's on 11 of 10 balls. Suddenly this has become a big over. 11 of the over so far. Driven straight past, extra cover, down to the boundary it goes. That's going to be 4 more. This is a big over, 15 of the over. 5 completed. Aitkken Spence move along very nicely. 35 for 3 after 5 overs. Akram Muttalib into his stride. Look at that. Again, well positioned to drive it past that extra cover fielder. There was no chance of cutting it off. There was no sweeper cover in place. And that went between extra cover and the long off fielder. So it's 35 for 3 Aitkken Spence, requiring exactly how many runs? Another 85 runs to win. Akram Muttalib on 15. Tillapera still to score. Unit Piris 1 over. None for 15. Time to change the voices as well. For the next 5 overs, it's going to be Asanka.
Charit Bandar to continue. So far he has taken 2 wickets for 7 in his 3rd over now. Tilina Pereira still to get off the mark. He got to support the partner at the other end. Easy single, gets off the mark. Does Tilina Pereira. Now Akram Muttalib, a smart batter who can get the bowler to bowl what he wants him to bowl. $84 runs needed in 88 deliveries. Still in balance. Short and wide. That should have put into the gap. Charit Bandar scored a brilliant half century. Now he's doing it with the ball. Good line, good length. You can see as he's walking back to his mark, he's still in pain. He's bowling with a cramp. But bowling with a lot of responsibility. Now the man at the boundary on the leg side is coming in. Driven powerfully. Good stop at the covers by the fielder. He had to put in the dive. Did it at the right time. 2 runs in this over so far. 1 more delivery to finish the over. Oh, good delivery. Passing the bat. Dot ball to end the over. 2 runs off it. A good line. Brilliant bowling. End of the 6th. Aitken Spence 37 for 3. Powerplay highlights. This is how it all started. Then the first wicket in the very first over. Then a few boundaries. And after that boundary, he fell off. Then the captain, Shamila Obesekara, beg your pardon. From then on, Akram Muttalib is batting well. This is the tally, 83 of 84. Quite achievable, but it's up to these bowlers to make it a game. Gyan Bopage is into the attack. 4 matches, 8 wickets, best of 4 for 25. He's got to repeat. Under edge, past the keeper. First run completed, and that's all they are going to get. Good fielding. Good chase by the fielder at short third man. Bopage floated on the off stump. Just a single. Now both of these batters know what to do. They've got that run rate covered. Now it's about dragging this innings along. Coming down the wicket is Pereira. Trying to get to that pitch of the ball. Short and wide. Just a single. Down to long off. Now Muttalib, 18 of 16. He's the smart batter. Coming down the wicket and gives it the aerial route. A brilliant take at the boundary, but did he throw it back onto that boundary? A boundary to end the over. All happening in the first 7 overs. After 7, 45 for 3.
At the Mercantile Cricket Association, passion for the game starts young.
Bandara is bowling his 4th. Again, dot ball to start off with. Still conceded 9 runs and got 2 wickets. Brilliant figures. Now Tilina Pereira has got to find that single. Lot of vacant spaces on the leg side. But Charit Bandara, the opposite skipper, is not giving away easy deliveries. He's bowling in that off-stump line, not allowing Tilina Pereira to get that single onto the leg side. Again, the same line, same length. Got a bit of away movement from the batter. That has made it harder for the batters to get to the ball. Shorter and put away for a boundary. A rare loose delivery by Charit Bandara, and Thilina Pereira earning that boundary. It had to be put away. Did it perfectly. Now Pereira on 7 of 12. Last 2 deliveries coming up in this over. 3 dot deliveries and a boundary. He could have followed the dot deliveries with another all-stump delivery. Well left by Thilina Pereira. They have got the boundary. They have got enough runs in this over. This is the dangerous customer, Charit Bandara, who has taken wickets and who has been economical so far. His last ball coming up. Short mid-wicket coming in. Short and wide, no run. Well left by Thilina Pereira to end the over. 8 overs completed. 49 for 3.
In the heart of Colombo.
49 for 3 after 8 overs. Gyan Bopage to continue. The tally 71 of 72. Dot ball to start off the 9th over. Aitken Spence needs 71 runs in 72. Good throw, but the batters have completed the single. Now the noise around the bat has been faded away. There was a lot of noise around the bat when they came out to bat. The Pan Asia bowlers and the fielders were cheerful. They were encouraging the bowlers. Another single to Thilina Pereira. Singles can do it for them. It's about patience. Coming down the wicket is Muttalib, and he'll have to depart. Good bowling by Gyan Bopage. Invited the batter to come down the crease. Akram Muttalib accepted the invitation but didn't get the execution. Good catch. An easy one. A backward point for the fielder. Now. Aitken Spence, 4 wickets down. Muttalib is walking back. 23 for him. $51 for 4. Aitken Spence chasing down a target of 120. They are losing wickets. 4 wickets down now for 51. And they need 69 more runs to win this match. Rashindu Liyanage is the new man. 20 matches, best of 46 not out, averaging just 15 runs. He's got to better that in this game if they are to win this match. Starting off with a dot delivery. Kayan Bopage has found his rhythm, has found his spots. Trying to pull it away. Straight to the fielder. Good over comes to an end. A wicket in it. 9 overs completed. 51 for 4.
In the heart of Colombo.
.69 to win of 66 balls. Pan Asia have done a good job. They've got a low score, but they bowled well and they fielded well. They kept building up that pressure around the batters. Now Hasidu Wickramaratchi is going to bowl his first over. 2 matches, 2 wickets. The economy a little bit on the high side. He's bowling to Pereira. On to the leg side. Can make it a couple. 2 runs to Pereira. A well-balanced game. That was through his legs. So Agitha had to collect it and return it. Big appeal, and the umpire agrees. Tilina Pereira will have to walk back. Well, these low-scoring games are always interesting. Hasidu Wickramaratchi got his first wicket and the 5th of the Aitken Spence innings. Bowling across the left-hander. He was pretty sure that he has got his man. Tilina Pereira departs. Aitken Spence 53 for 5.
With tea, bubble tea, gourmet burgers and so much more. From 9:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. every day.
So far, not a good outing for Aitken Spence. They've lost half the side. They've got to score 67 runs more in 64 deliveries. Sasindu Velaratna is the new batter in. Got a good strike rate, 129.71. He might need the big shots later in the innings. But now, at this moment, it's all about a partnership. Sasindu and Rashindu on the crease. And Sasindu is facing. Short delivery by Hasidu Wickramaratchi. Welcoming the new batter. Says good afternoon. Wickramaarachi has done pretty well so far in this over. Just conceded 2 runs and got a wicket. Short and wide, it's in the air for a moment. Oh, one bounce to that fielder at point. It was timed too well. That could have gone on to the hands of that fielder at point. Safe at the end. 2 more deliveries to go. Again, in that same channel, asking the batter to take a risk and go after him. Now that noise is back. The noise around the bat. All the fielders are pumped up. They are looking to get another wicket as Hasindu Wickramaarachi is running in to bowl the last delivery. Oh, miscommunication. Gone. All happening in favour of Pan Asia Bank. Not a slight miscommunication. It was a big one. None of the batters called for it. None of the batters said no. Sasindu Velaratne walking straight back to that pavilion. This is what happened. That was easy, too easy for the fielder. The batter was halfway out of the crease. Sasindu Velaratne just scored 1. Aitken Spence 54 for 6 now. In the next 5 overs, you will hear it from the veteran Eric Gowda.
In the heart of Colombo, where...
What a game at the moment. Aitken Spence, who had a very good batting side, struggling now at 54 for 6 to require 66 or 60 balls. That's the equation. They lost too many wickets. Pan Asia Bank has done superbly. They didn't make a big score, but well, here we are with the heart that they're bowling with. I think they've done superbly. Malaysia Jayapathirana played 4 matches. Top score is 2 not out. Not a big average with the bat. Ajitha Kudaligama to bowl his first over. Played a miss outside the line of off stump. That's well bowled. The left arm spinner troubling the batsman. So Aitken Spence under tremendous pressure at the moment. Flighted, played defensively out on the offside. The bowler runs across to do the fielding. So another dot ball. Required rate is 6.83. They're going at a touch over 5 runs and over at the moment. Kudaligama 20 matches, 3 for 25 his best figures. Picked up 24 wickets. Open the face of the bat, trying to run it down to third man is Malaysia. Does make contact. Wicketkeeper collects again. Another dot ball. So every single dot ball puts more and more pressure on the batsman. Required rate 6.95 now. Playing a miss again outside the line. Required rate climbs to 7.07 at the moment. This time makes contact, plays it backward point, but no chance of run. The ball travels quickly down to backward point. So 5 dot deliveries is over from Kudaligama. Let's take a look at that last wicket. There we go. The run out. That's a very poor running indeed. There we are. So maiden over from Kudaligama. Absolutely good bowling. The 11th over is a maiden. We bowl 1 over, 1 maiden. After 11 overs, 54 for 6, Aitken Spence. Malaysia still to score, and Rashindu is also still to score. And the target is 120 for Aitken Spence. 66 required at the moment. Required rate is 7.33.
In the heart of Colombo.
So Pan Asia Bank bowled off 119 in exactly 20 overs. And with that small total and a very strong Aitken Spence batting side, they've really broken the back of Aitken Spence. 54 for 6 after 11.1 overs. Hasindhu Wickramaratne 1 for 3 from 1.1 overs. Aitken Spence, the table toppers in their Group A. Played 3 matches, won all 3. Struggling at the moment with lowly placed Pan Asia Bank. Again, driven gently on the onside. The bowler unable to collect it cleanly. But they'll pick up a single for that as mid-off does the running across to the fielding. Every run so precious at the moment. There we go. Pan Asia Bank putting their heart and soul into every single delivery, even the fielding department. 55 for 6 after 11.2. The Russian is one of the non-strikers. Then Malaysia still to score. It's faced 6 balls. Short lifting outside the line of off stump. Another dot ball. So there's the signal from the umpire. The short ball for the over. Definitely so. Testing the batsman. .56 for 6. Flicked on the onside, down towards backward square leg. Picked up inside the boundary. The batsman crossed for 1. So every single run so difficult to get for Aitken Spence. So Hasindhu Wickramaratne, 1.3 overs, 1 for 6 his figures. Brings Rashindu on strikers on 1. Malaysia is also on 1 of the non-strikers in. 63 required of 51 balls. 4 wickets in hand. Played down the track. The bowler fields on his follow-through. Another dot ball. So 3 runs of the over so far. 2 singles and a wide. So quite a few people watching this match as well. We'd like to remind you there's another match coming up at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Ranpath Group taking on Power Hands Plantations. Another league match. Again, push down the track. The bowler doesn't get a hand to it. This time it runs out to mid-off. It's a dot ball, of course. So 1 ball lifter in the 12th over. 57 for 6, Aitken Spence. Target is 120. 63 required of 59 balls, the equation. Wickramaratne, last ball of the 2nd over. Full toss, thick outside edge, down to 3rd man. They'll pick up 1 more. Tied it up at 3rd man. So that's the end of the over as well. 12 overs completed. Aitken Spence are 58 for 6. Malaysia is on 1. Rashindu is on 2. And Hasindhu Wickramaratne, 2 overs, 1 for 7. So for the looks of things, this match will go down to the wire more or less. 62 required of 48 balls. And only 4 wickets in hand. Aitken Spence 58 for 6. Struggling really at the moment after 12 overs. Kudeligama to bowl his 2nd over. The first was a maiden. Beaten outside the line of off stump. The wicketkeeper has the bails off but not out. The batsman hadn't moved. A good delivery start his 2nd over. Look at that. Nicely flighted. Beaten outside the line of off stump. Tempted the batsman to play it. Quicker. Played to short 3rd man. No chance of a run again. Another dot ball. 2 dot balls. So Kudaligama has bowled 8 balls and all dot balls so far. 58 for 6 after 12.2. Driven on the offside, but straight to their short extra cover. Again, no run. The pressure really being exerted on Aitken Spence by Pabc Bank. Pabc Bank must have think yesterday they should have scored another 20-30 runs. It would have given them a huge advantage in this match. But still defending 120. No easy task. Quicker. Off the back foot, played away on the offside towards sweeper cover. They pick up 1 for that. The first run scored of Kudaligama's bowling after 9 deliveries. 58 for 6. And brings Rashindu on strike again. Oh, Malisha is on strike now. He's on 1. Lofted on the onside. Fielder getting there. Over the boundary. That's 6. That's well played. Takes the pressure off straight away. Malisha with that 6 through a long on. They need a few big hits like that. Look at that. Beautifully picked up. The field at long on moved across quickly to his right, but he had no chance of cutting that off. It went over the boundary for 6. 65 for 6. Off the back foot, cut away towards backward point. Doesn't field, but short third man covers up and fields. So it's a dot ball again. And that's the end of the over. 13 overs completed. Aitken Spence 65 for 6 out of 13 overs, requiring further 55 runs of 42 balls. Malisha is on 7, Rashindu is on 3, and Kudaligama 2 overs, none for 7.
In the heart of Colombo.
What a competitive match this has been. Unet Pires comes on to bowl his second over. His first over went for 15 runs. He'll have to bowl a much better second over. Aitken Spence 65 for 6, requiring 120 to win. And here's Pires on his way. Shot driven on the offside, straight towards sweeper cover for a single. It's a good shot, in fact, from Rashindu along the ground towards sweeper cover for a single. Malisha and Rashindu were under tremendous pressure in the early overs. Found it so difficult to score as well. Pushed out short extra cover this time, no chance of a run. We're into the 14th over at the moment, so 54 required. Required rate is 8.10. They're going at 4.95 at the moment. The required rate when Innigs started was a run a ball. Again driven on the offside. Sweeper will tidy up. They'll pick up 1 more. 66 for 6 Aitken Spence. So Aitken Spence been really put under pressure in this game. Top of the table, they played 3 matches, won 3. And today, under pressure from bottom placed Pabc Bank. Again driven towards extra cover, no chance of a run. How cricket works. The team at the top of the table now struggling against the bottom of the table team. Lofted again, lofted to the offside, field under it, takes the catch, and there we are. Aitken Spence lose their 7th wicket. That's a huge blow for them again. Rashindu was on 4, lofted that on the offside, straightforward catch at mid-off. We made no mistake about that, and Unet Pires picks up his first wicket. And Aitken Spence are now 67 for 7 after 13.4 overs. The target is 120. And could Aitken Spence get there? Well, Pabc Bank have done extremely well. So Rashindu Lenage is out for 4. Caught by Hansana Rajasurya of Unet Pires. So Aitken Spence more or less down to the tail at the moment, 67 for 7. What a performance from Pan Asia Bank. Didn't expect them to put up such a performance because they were bowled out for 119 in exactly 20 overs. A poor total by any means. And should have been an easy target for Aitken Spence to get 120 to win of 120 balls. But they paid the penalty for that. Played some poor shots as well. But of course, Pan Asia Bank bowlers have bowled extremely well. Picked up wickets at regular intervals. The fielding has been good. So Ned Paris picks up his first wicket, 1 for 17. The last ball, the 14th over coming up. Dilish, the new batsman who walks in, joins Malisha in the middle. Testing time for Aitken Spence. Could the tail get these runs? Thick edge down to third man. Into the boundary for 4. That's a very useful boundary for Aitken Spence. Not intentional. But the edge. That ends the over. 14 completed. Aitken Spence 71 for 7. Dilish is on 4 of 1 ball. Malisha is also there. Look at that. There's the edge. Wicketkeeper had no chance in cutting that off. There was no slip in place. And just rolled down to the boundary on a very fast outfield. Uned Paris 2 overs, 1 for 21. So 71 for 7 after 14 overs. Right, over number 15 starting up. First ball pushed out of the offside. So Kudali Gama into his third over. None for 7 his figures. His first over was a maiden. Conceded 7 runs in his second over. Now into his third. The left arm spinner. Driven on the onside out towards long on. They'll pick up 1 for that. Runs not easy to come by for Aitken Spence. 72 for 7. Pushed out towards a backward point. No chance of a run. So now the dot ball coming up. 2.3 overs, none for 8 his figures. Kudali Gama. Played a miss outside the line of off stump. That's well bowled. So Kudali Gama really creating problems for the batsman. Dilish is on 4 of 3 balls. It's 72 for 7 after 14.4. Played defensively again. Required rate climbs to 9 runs and over. They're going at 4.85. To be exact, 9.29 the required rate. Last ball, the 15th coming up. Shoulders, arms outside the line of off stump. Dinesh, that ends the over. 15 completed. Aitken Spence 72 for 7, requiring 120 to win. And Dinesh is on 4. Malisha is on 9. And Kudali Gama 3 overs, none for 8. And to take it through to the end of this match, it's going to be Asanka.
In the heart of Colombo.
48 to win off 30. A well-poised game in front of our own eyes. Uned Paris continuing. It's in the air and it's out of the ground. A much needed 6 for Aitken Spence. They still believe as Malisha is still there. Played the same kind of shot and scored a 6. The last few overs as well. $78 for 7. They've got 29 more deliveries. But still, a wicket can change the context of the game completely. 42 required of 29. Unet Piris is offering a lot of pace. Or maybe he can take some pace out of the ball. Now bowling across the right-hander, bowling around the wicket. Not allowing Malaysia to go through his favourite area. The gap between long on and mid-wicket. Big appeal. No, the umpire says no. Now this has been a good ploy by the bowling team. They are not allowing Malaysia to go on that leg side. No sound, no noise was there. Now 6 to follow. 6 followed up with 2 dot deliveries. No run there. 3 dot deliveries on the trot after being hit 6 in the first delivery. They've got to get the singles too. Get those singles. Get the scoreboard ticking. No single there. The fielders are on their toes, not on their heels. Now 4 dot deliveries. That's the importance of singles. You scored a 6. Had you got maybe 2 singles, the figures would say 8 runs and over. 6 runs off it. 16 overs completed. Aitken Spence 78 for 7. 42 to win of 24 deliveries. Still gettable, but they cannot afford to lose wickets. 1 wicket here, everything will collapse. That's for sure. Agitha Kudaligama again inviting the batter to play on the front foot. A classic left-armer's delivery. Here we go. The angle was into the right-hander, spun away. Oh, a bad fumble. You can't afford to do these type of mistakes. At the context of the game, it's about containing. Build that pressure. Ask the batter to go after you. Ask them to take a risk. Kudaligama to bowl the third delivery. Plays and misses. Kudaligama has done a good job in his 4th over. Just given away 9 runs. In there. Can they get this wicket? Yes, they can. The all-important wicket of Malaysia is going down. Now Aitken Spence. 8 down for 79. It was there to be hit. But that was too much of risk. Good take by the fielder. Malaysia is walking back after scoring 15 of 21. Caught Nawad Fernando, bowled Agitha Kudaligama. Aitken Spence. 8 down now. Kudaligama got his first wicket, an all-important wicket in the context of the game. Now Aitken Spence have got only 2 wickets in hand. They are 41 runs behind. 20 more deliveries to go. Now it's more likely the Pan Asia's game to lose. Sanjay is on strike. In there. Oh, just over the top of that bowler's hand. It was chipped in there. The bowler is not able to take it. Last delivery coming up. 2 runs in this over and a wicket. No singles. 17 completed. 80 for 8.
In the heart of Colombo.
Here you are. They've got 3 more overs to get those 40 runs. Still gettable, mind you. But it's an uphill task from here. Hasindu Wickramaratne is back. He has taken a wicket for 7 runs in the first 2 overs he bowled. That has to be a wide. It's a wide, says the umpire. Easy call for the umpire there. Aitken Spence, 39 runs behind. They've got 2 wickets in hand. The target is 120. Guided down to third man for a single. Sanjay moves up to 2. Now Dilesh is more like a capable batsman. Defends well. But it's about boundaries as well from now on. Trying to get that boundary. A big heave. Not making contact. Lots of encouragement from the Aitken Spence camp. Now Hasindu Wickramaratne conceded 2 runs in 2 deliveries in this over. Bowling wide of the all stump, called a wide. Yes, no problems there. Clearly wide. Hit down the ground powerfully. That was flat and hard. A much needed one for Aitken Spence. Dilisha was waiting for that ball on the slot. So much power behind it. Got to get few more of those. Full toss. A single down to mid-wicket. Eight runs so far in this over. The required run rate is on 13. In that regard, they've got to score 5 more runs in this over. Can they make it? Or are they going to go down to the wire? Down the ground. Another single to Sanjay. That makes it 9 of this over. Aitken Spence will be happy to have another boundary in this over. Down the ground and out of here. A 6 to end the over. That makes it 15. Dilisha still believes. 18 overs completed. Oh yes. A treat to the eye at this moment for Aitken Spence. 95 for 8, 25 runs behind. We are into the last 12 deliveries, 12 legitimate deliveries in this game. 25 runs to win for Aitken Spence. Unet Piris is back. He has bowled 3 overs so far. Conceded 27 and got a wicket. The required run rate is 12.5. So the task would be to bowl the dot deliveries or maybe to get a wicket. The best dot delivery is the wicket delivery. Here comes Piris. Driven down the ground, just a single. Sanjay doing the right thing at the moment, allowing Dilisha, who can hit it long, to take more of the strike. Now. It's clear that Dilisha is looking for boundaries. Peer is running in. Hit down the ground. Can they make it a couple? They're running for the second. Not a good return by the fielder. He just had to return the ball in time and on target. That was away from the stumps. Let's take a look at it. Bad bounce for the bowler. Full toss, hit hard, and away for a boundary. Dilish is on fire. He still believes. 100 is up for Aitken Spence. It was just the power of Dilish. It was intended to go leg side, but still went for a boundary. Now 18 runs behind. Hit hard. It sails over the boundary for a 6. Well. Dilish. He's on a roll. Can he finish it in this over? Now 12 runs to win. 8 balls left. They are 2 hits away. 2 sixes away. What a player to have in your team. It's down the ground. Straight to the fielder. The throw comes in. Just a single. 14 runs so far in this over. Now Unit Piris got to finish it off well. And allow the bowler who bowls the last over to have some backup for him. Have some runs in the bank. Good delivery, a dot delivery, but 14 in that over. 109 for 8, and they are 11 runs behind in the last over.
In the heart of Colombo,
Hasindu Wickramarachchi to bowl the all-important last over. Here you are, 11 runs to win of the last over to win this match. The tabletops, Aitken Spence still with a chance to win this match, and Pan Asia Bank, who are at the bottom of the table, are looking to defend 11 runs. Hasindu Wickramarachchi has been given the job. Will he make it, or will it be Aitken Spence? Wide to start off with. Welcome runs for Aitken Spence. Now the required runs come down to 10. Ten off 1 over. Wickramarachchi running in. Oh, dot delivery. It's like gold at the moment for Pan Asia Bank. They might need a few of those to stay in this game. Five more deliveries to go. 10 runs to win. Hit down the ground. Pretty hard. Just 1 run. Good return by the fielder. It was quick by Kudaligama. Now the junior partner Sanjay is on 4 of 5. Will he look to get that boundary, or will he look to get that single? Now it's up to Charit Bandara to position his fielders at the right places. Cut off that single. 9 to win in 4. Good take by the keeper. A very good take by the keeper. Oh, Hasindu Wickramaratne is frustrated with himself to have not been given it out. I think it was off the body. It was off the chest, was it? All in all, a good take by the keeper. Now 8 runs to win in 3 deliveries. Will it be 2 fours? Will it be a 6 and 2? Or will it be a wicket? Oh, good delivery. No appeal this time by the bowler. Now 2 more deliveries to go. Still can get 2 boundaries. 8 runs in 2 balls. Dilisha on 30 of 19. He's the one who gave them a hope. Now he's the one who's there to finish. There you go, 112 for 8 right now. They're chasing down a target of 120. 8 more to win. Oh, that's a wide. An unnecessary wide. The bowling team sweep. Hasindu Wickramaratne just got to have that discipline not to bowl those wides. Oh no. Now 7 runs. A 6 and a single. Wickramaratne running in. Hit down the ground. Oh, that's taken. Hasindu Wickramaratne gets the all-important wicket. And he's pumped up. Unlucky for Aitken Spence. Dilish Arunodya played a blinder. Kept them in that hope of a win. And he's walking back. Pan Asia Bank delighted. A very good inning by the bowling all-rounder. He had to hit it. There was no other option. Well pumped up, the Pan Asia fielders and the bowler himself. Dilish Arunodya scored 30 of 20. A brilliant inning. Aitken Spence 113 for 9 now. Last delivery coming up. Now 7 runs in 1 ball. Lahiru Madushan on strike, the last man. Can he hit a 6? It'll be a tie if he hits a 6. Here we go. No run there. That's an important win for Pan Asia Bank. They are celebrating a brilliant performance of bowling by Pan Asia Bank. They had a low score to defend. And all those bowlers of Pan Asia Bank did their job in hard conditions. A happy camp. Pan Asia Bank from the bottom of the table have won the match as Aitken Spence, the tabletops, are defeated. Hasindu Wickramaratne defended 11 runs in the last over. Ends his 4-over quota for 2 wickets for 25. A much needed win for Pan Asia Bank. A confidence booster for sure. Aitken Spence will be back in their next game. All pumped up. They are still the tabletops. Now all good scenes in the middle of the ground. Spirit of cricket. Players complementing each other. All good performances. Aitken Spence had it for a moment. Here you are. The batting card for Aitken Spence. Akram Muttalib scored 23 of 20. And then it was Dilish Arunodya who gave them a hope, who kept them in the game for a while. Scored 30 of 20. Aitken Spence, after 20 overs, not being able to get that target of 120. They fell for 113 for 9. Bowling card. Sandruwan Vijayaratne got 1 wicket for 12 in his 2 overs. Hasindu Wickramarachchi, who had to bowl the last over as well, got 2 wickets for 25. Charit Bandar, the skipper, bowled brilliantly. 2 wickets for 13. Unet Piris got 1 wicket for 41. He was quite expensive. And Gayan Bopage, 1 for 10. Very economical. Agita Kuriligama bowled 4 overs for 10. And got a wicket. Be the most economical bowler. These are the highlights of this innings. Aitken Spence were chasing down a target of 120. They just had to get run a ball. But the wickets column didn't help their cause. They kept losing wickets. The bowlers up front got those wickets for Pan Asia Bank. They did their job. The fielders as well did a very good job. And then a little partnerships. That was Muttalib. He could have dragged the inning along. These were unnecessary run-outs. And then Malaysia tried to play a few shots. Played 2 big sixes. And then got out. Then came Dilisha. He was the highlight of their batting card. In the bowling card as well, got 4 wickets and scored 30 runs. It was just a hit short. Had he gone to a 6, they would have won this match as well. But in the end, it was Pan Asia Bank who kept their cool and who were able to win this match and earn the points. And that's the match summary. Pan Asia Bank batted first, winning the toss. 118 all out. Charit Bandara played a captain's knock, 52 of 44. Nawad Fernando, 28 of 21. And Agita Kudaligama, 19 of 25. Dilish Arunodya got 4 wickets for 11 in his 4 over quota. Brilliant performance. And Sanjay Pradeep, 2 for 27. Rashidul Lienage, 2 for 26. Aitken Spence in reply just got 113. Dilish Arunodya got 30 of 20. Gave them some hope with the bat as well. Akram Muttalib 23 of 20. Malaysia Jayapatirana scored 13 runs. So that's it in this game. We have another game coming up in Sporty.lk. Until we come back in a short time, stay tuned with us.